This week's Mind Espresso is about motivation, and I'm going to be looking at the book Drive by Dan Pink, as well as The Culture Code by Dan Coyle. I also love Dan Heath, but he's not part of this one. So let's start with Dan Pink, who in Drive, he did a meta-study, right? A meta-study is a combination of studies that you put together and you can make sense of it, right? So he looked at the meta-studies around motivation and he arrived at a three-part framework. Number one, purpose. And he talks about two different kinds of purpose. One, difference-making purpose. I call this the dent the universe purpose. Are you making a big difference in the greater world? But he said there's a second type of purpose in there, which is contribution. Am I contributing to whatever it is that I'm a part of versus making a huge difference? And, if you can't win the top one as you're trying to motivate someone, making a difference might be a big ask. You can certainly find a way for them to contribute. And contribution is also a key component of purpose, right? It's a lower level purpose. I think he calls it the little p versus the big P. The next one is mastery. And there are two keys to helping someone feel mastery. And what it feels like in role, in a job, or in life is just progress, right? And can we make progress on what we're doing? And to do that, we need feedback. So if you're going to feel progress, you need to find some way to give feedback. Or if you're trying to motivate yourself, you got to create a feedback loop for yourself. So the first two, purpose, mastery, and the third one, autonomy. And that has to do with control. And again, this is at the base of the human needs model, right? Do you feel as if you have some control? And Dan talks about the confluence of challenge and control. And when you're at the edge of your abilities and you feel in control, then you can enter flow state, right? And that flow state is when you just get lost in something because you're doing it. It's at the edge of your abilities and you feel like you have control and you are empowered, right? And a lot of people would call this third one, instead of autonomy, empowerment. And I'm going to add one more, and this is from Dan Coyle. Dan Coyle in The Culture Code also talks about belonging being a powerful motivator and a culture of belonging being so important. How do I fit into this picture? We are social creatures, right? We are designed to seek belonging. So if you're thinking about motivating someone, ask yourself three questions. Do they feel like they're contributing or making a difference? Number two, do they see progress? Number three, do they have control and are they being challenged at the right level? And then four, what have you done to create belonging for that person? This works again in your personal life, but also in your work life. And that is this week's Mind Espresso.